All right, guys, we are live. Just give me a moment here. Woke up a little abruptly, just a little bit. Let me go pray to the Lord, and I'll be right back. Right before 8:30 opening, we're gonna trade this bad boy live. Sitting price goes lower. I have a wide stop loss right now because, in fact, I'll explain all that later. I'll be right back. All right, so we are here now. We are live. I think I'm live. I believe I am live. All right. People have been wondering, where is the bag snatch? I'm here. We are going to trade this market live today. You guys see I'm in some shorts. I caught some nice sells yesterday. Not yesterday. Excuse me for the time lapse, but caught some nice sells at the Texas Heights headquarters, man. If you ain't in the Texas Heights, not part of the Texas Heights Discord, you're missing out. But follow the Texas Heights YouTube channel. I go live on there as well. So I'm still trying to work through. I'm gonna go live every single day. Some days be on the Texas Heights YouTube channel. So subscribe to that and put your notifications on. And some days be on the Class Trader channel. So those two. So I'm going live. Every single day trading the Nasdaq. You guys saw I was in some sales, nice sales. Follow me on Twitter. Whatever, I called some sales here, got in there, got out some here, and then the price ran back higher. I don't think this sell-off is done because my call was for 21,650. Okay, so I see us going all the way down here, and really, we can get nasty. Really get nasty. I think go all the way to 21,000. So is this the number? Oh, it's far-fetched. Sorry. Just call it 21,560. That's what I'm expecting. So right here, this lows, and then around here. Okay. So I expect us to hit those levels eventually. So this run up here, if you notice right here, and I was asleep, I just woke up. I really should have got it right here. I really wanted to see price run here into volume imbalances. But it's run up right here. You notice that at US 30 did not make this run. So it just cleared these highs. It's called a flashbang. I'm expecting we can then start drifting lower. If it goes a little higher, cool. That's why I have my stop loss where I have this. You know, you say it's a little wide, but I don't care. I'm trying to capture a larger move. To me, it's like a nice little swing trade for a day. I think the markets could just be forming a high right here. So again, it's 9:30 opening. Let's see if we get an immediate drop lower, or if we want to run up higher first. Okay, so it looks like we want to run up higher first. So watch this level here. That's what I want to watch. I want to see if it even has ability. This is the level I want to see get into. How high can it go? So from regular trading hours, yesterday closed. See how it closed down here? I don't think it's gonna go all the way back up here, man. I think it's just gonna drop lower and take out these lows here. So that's what I'm watching for. I would like to see give me a little bit more juice here. Just a little bit more juice. It's not necessary, but that's what I want to see. And it's came close enough. It's close enough for government work. And to my position there. So let's just see if it stays a bay or if it really just wants to keep running and knock me out. Whatever. Um, see how I got in there and rejected. I like that. Now you see that movement here. Look at your S&P 500. It did not run higher. US 30 not run higher too. So I like how we did that within this level. Now the question, does it hold and start rejecting? Okay. Does it start rejecting is the question now. So I like that movement here. I'm just gonna make it 10 contracts to round up. Okay. And by the way, so one thing I've been discussing lately is um let me take away my execution at this point. It's too much on the charts. My goal really has just been to capture 50 points per session. So every session, can you go in there and frame a 50-point move? Right? And that's all you need. And my goal is to capture 300 points per week. So I already got out 300 points. So there's just extra. Let's see if we can get it. Now we're getting some momentum here. Again, it can go back in here. What I don't want to see is price obviously hitting my stop loss. If it does, then I'll reassess the landscape and see what we want to do actually. But I like these equal lows here. I like how price left these lows here. And I want to see price eventually make its way back lower. And just look at this from a grand scheme of things. Like there's a lot of, let me put this on regular trade now, first of all. In fact, even electronic trade now is right. There's a lot of liquidity here. This looks like a nice area where retail traders will consider this as support. And they'll be buying every time price goes to this level because it sees it as a strong support. I don't really like trade support and resistance ideas. I think those are traps. That's how I look at the market. So an area where it looks obvious, where everyone's buying, every time it comes here, price is going up. They leave that for retail traders to believe that that's there to buy. But eventually, I want to see them smash through all that. So it's just a lot of liquidity resting here. Okay. If you look at this from a regular trading hour perspective, regular trading hours, what do you see? I still see, look, these lows here. So regular trading only shows, which is RTH, you can see it in the bottom, right? Price action that happened within 9:30 to I think 4:15. That's when the market opens and closes. So I still see these lows as a potential target, and then eventually, if we get aggressive, we can easily take out these lows. So my take profit really, as much as I'm risking what I'm risking, ideally, if this really gets to moving, I can see us going here. So almost a 1 to 5, right? Risking 1,400 to get about 56. Oh, the 1 to 4. Let's see if we can get that. But these lows here, like retail will see this as supports ideas. So when price goes in there, they want to be buying. I like to view this as where there's liquidity or vaults where the market's likely to run through those levels. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be wrong. Let's watch. So back to electronic trading hours here. So again, what I'm predicting is a drop off here. Okay, look at a 1 hour chart. We have this nice little volume imbalance here, and that's exactly what I want to see price trade into, and we rejected that. So again, these lows are the target. I don't think Nasdaq is done making this move lower. So I'm actually happy. It gave us a nice little London sell-off in that direction. It came all the way back, and then it came all the way back. It even knocked out those that were short in London, right? And now I think it's giving an opportunity for shorts here. So I want to see this start accelerating soon. So I'm going to leave this on the 5-minute chart and the 1-minute chart. So it's a 5-minute chart. We ran up here again. Let's just watch that level. And then there's also a 5-minute level, so I'm going to draw this out. So if you look at this too, in 5-minute chart, we had this nice little level in here. Notice how there's no bodies, no candles have closed outside of that level. So I like that. I like that so far. It seems to be respected. And then keep in mind, we just had SMT. So which is this. Okay, so we had this happen. Nasdaq ran higher. We did not see the same thing take place with US 30 or S&P 500. Oh, it needs to start accelerating soon. All right. We'll start seeing some acceleration eventually. We're seeing the US 30 just drove way lower. As that's pushing some more. So this one I'm just gonna watch what price does and see if it delivers what we expect. If it goes knock me out, then hey, we are wrong. With trading, you just gotta accept the risk. But I gave you the context of what I'm doing, what I'm looking for. Okay, so it's trading back into that 1 hour level, highlighted in yellow. So typically, I like to color code my charts. And 1 hour levels are typically in yellow. So it's pushing. Pushing some more, so it made another higher high. Keep your eyes on S&P 500 and US 30. We're not necessarily seeing the same thing happen. So this could just be a quick move to knock out those that are already short for them to still continue lower. Again, this entry is based off of like a 1 hour level. So that's why I'm giving the trade way more room to breathe. All right, we have the stop loss all the way up here. Sometimes you see me enter on the 30-second chart, 15-second chart. It's based on the 1 hour. So for now, I'm going to erase the liar. Let's see if Nasdaq wants to find a high. Well, it's going to highlight 930's opening price, which is here. So I'm doing new day opening gap below. I'll make it red. Adjust this to 920. I moved by 3 points. Stop loss move. Okay. So, just watching. Patience. Again, the whole goal is accept the risk. That's it. You don't want to go in there and just try to. You don't want to go in there and try to like play with your position too much, right? Accept the risk and call it a day. So there's nothing to do here. Price just moved a little higher. No panicking. Again, if it wants to keep on going, it can do that. I'll see what else here. Have a nice level here. But frankly speaking, if it goes here, we have these smooth equal highs. I don't necessarily want to see it. It could trade in here to reject, but let's just keep watching. So let's watch, see if here, this is a new daily opening gap high. This is where price closed yesterday. Let's see if here wants to give any type of rejection. Again, this week already captured, my goal is to capture 300 points a week. So already capture all of that, and ideally 50 points per session. So 50 points. So AM session, try to capture 50 points. PM session, do the same thing. Very simple, straight to the point. So far, so good. So you can see like this account been trading. Again, everything, guys, this is live trading, right? Trading market is live, meaning right in front of you guys, pressing buttons, showing you guys how I apply the concept I understand, right? Which is important, applied knowledge. So you can see this account here. Yes, it's always going to be a paper trading account I do in front of you guys to protect myself. But you can see it's up 16,000, started at 100,000. You can see right now the realized P&L. What equity is 115. Realized is what? 16,000. I haven't changed one for a little bit. You can see this is yesterday. This is all today and yesterday so far. All green. I haven't changed one for a while. So this account's up 16%. See, it goes back a month. I'm just trying to show you guys applied knowledge, applied concepts, real account or not, right? This is what I have to. This is what I'm showing you guys whenever I'm doing live. It's gonna be demo. I'm not gonna trade live with a live account. I'm not gonna open myself up to liabilities, and I'll never tell you to press a button. By the way, this is not financial advice. This is all me just having fun, just talking about the markets and explaining what I think it's gonna do. So this is not me enticing anyone to press a single button. Please do not trade live. It's at your own risk. I will never tell you to do any of that. Your own risk. Do not trade live. I am trading. I'm a demo baller. The bag snatch is demo balling. Do not trade live. It comes with its own risk, and yes, I'm not a financial advisor. So, anyways, I do like how we created this little low here. I like that. We do need to start seeing some momentum here. Pick up. And we did trade outside this 5-minute level here. So not a full fan of that. Yeah, I don't like how we traded outside of this 5-minute level and this one. But again, this trade is from a higher time frame perspective. So it's really based off that 1 hour. I want to see this start rejecting soon. And if you really look at it though, still from a 15-minute perspective, much of the 5-minute has gone out of the levels I expect. 15-minute perspective, we're still here. So this was holding price now. This is a strong candle, I'll tell you that. I would have rather have not seen it close like this. I actually wanted it to close below this candle's low. This is a strong candle. So leave it on the 15 minutes, see if we get any change there. We need to see bears kicking soon. If I'm being frank, these candles are moving a little. This is a strong candle, man, on that 15 minute. Not ideal for what I want to see in price. What I'm just watching now is if we hit this level, as long as we stay below here, cool. So I want to see this act as resistance. If it just blows through here, then I'll just be off for the day. Then we could see price perhaps. If it blows through here, we could see price trading here. And then the question when trades in here, are we still shorts? So this takes me out here. I'll get in with lighter risk here. Once we get here outside, right? Outside this on lower time frame to see if we want to still go lower. I don't think Nasdaq's done, but it's now about the timing. So we've had 2 beautiful days, all green. Let's see if today's going to do that or if we're going to have a disruption in our little streak. I'll tell you, this is a strong 15-minute candle here. Strong one. Doesn't necessarily bode well for what I want to see. Gotta be patient. Okay. So just tagged on the Caesar, just tag that level. I like the rejection. I want to see this hold price. I like the rejection now. Seeing there. We need to see some momentum kick in. If this 15-minute candle is currently operating, if it closes outside of this highlighted level, it won't be ideal for price. It will not be ideal. I'll tell you that. I'll stick to it because I already have my risk in place, but ideally, I would like to see this level hold. If it doesn't, we do have a nice little level above it right here between this candle's lows and highs, which coincides with this level. So let's just keep watching. Again, I like how we have this clean low here. There's an obvious level where retail put a stop loss. So I do want to see that eventually go lower. Take this out and perhaps go for these lows. If it doesn't reject, then I'll be totally off. And what could be in play is this on the daily chart. I'm going to show you guys something. This is what could be in play. See this down close candle here? Price traded into that and rejected. So this could be a nice little C4 or order block. Price traded into that and rejected. That could be in play. If I'm wrong. See a green level? Boom. So remember this green level here. Look on this 15-minute chart. You'll see how it tagged that and reacted. But with all the liquidity that exists, man, if I was the market makers, right? Well, they're running up higher. You've already cleared out those that were selling. You still have these lows here, in my opinion, that look sweet. I will just drag this thing down lower. And then maybe take it all the way down here. Then push price higher. Again, that's my, I guess, pipe dream, what I'm expecting. So let's see if we can get that or not. If you don't, I don't really care. The been a strong week already. Okay. S&P 500 just made a higher high that was not reciprocated on the Nasdaq. So early, or maybe early signs here. So what I'm doing, I'm constantly looking at my 1 minute chart and 5 minute chart on S&P and US 30 as well to gauge the markets and gauge where there might be a shift in the tides. And when we see one correlated asset make a higher high and the other is not, that sometimes can indicate a shift in the tides. So again, you watch how this candle closes here on the 15-minute basis. Very important. All right, I like the rejection so far. You see more momentum here. And there was a subtle potential shift in tides, right? So I'm just going to highlight that. Very subtle potential shift in tides. Tide shifting. These tides right here, that's SMT right there. So if you look at your S&P 500, it made a little higher high on the 1 minute chart. Nasdaq did not. So this is what I mean by potential shift in tides when one asset makes a higher high, the other does not. So I like how there's a subtle one here, but we need to see momentum, guys. We need some momentum. And keep in mind, this is 9:30 opening price, so there's liquidity resting here as well. And I'd like to see them run that out. Let's see if we can get any of that. We have 3 minutes till this candle closes, so let's watch how this candle closes. It's going to close a little bearish or strong. All that's the context we need to be downloading at every moment. 3 minutes this candle closes. I want to see it close white, close bearish. That would be ideal. And within this range. Look at a 1 minute chart. There's a nice pull liquidity resting down here. So that looks on the 5 minute for a second. Patience, 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 guys. Again, keep in mind the bigger picture in terms of shifting tides. This run up here, taking out these highs, US 30 did not do that. So let me just show you US 30 so you can see. Let's do it this way. This is another way you can compare charts. Click right here, compare button. And let's go with YM. YM is your US 30. Do this. Oh, I didn't want to do it that way. Let's do this. I'm gonna do new pane. So you can see this high right here. Well, you see these highs right here, right? These highs it got right now on Nasdaq, but not on. Look at 30. 30 still down here. That's what I'm watching with the context of liquidity rest below. I used to be able to change this to like you can change this to candles. I don't know what's going on in my trading view, but for some reason I can't change the settings within this new pane area. It's weird. But I want to change it to candlesticks. So overarching though, like I'm seeing how 30 did not make a higher high. I like to use 30 as the weather storm, the barometer of the indices. So if 30 is showing weakness, I'm expecting Nasdaq to probably do the same. Okay. So that's the overall on the higher on the 15-minute level. We did not see 30 make a higher high. So I'm still holding on to the idea that Nasdaq drops lower, and we left this equal lows here. Okay. So if you change to a 1 minute perspective, you can kind of see here too. There was a higher high made here, not on Nasdaq. So let me just delete this. Let's see if we can still get momentum. So we need to just see momentum kick in. I like how we closed here. This is a good closer. Now, ideally, I would not want to see make a higher high. Needs to start rotating lower. Now, in my mind, I'm picturing that this one to make a nice little swing high. So I'm expecting this candle to not make its way higher. If it doesn't really change anything, but like it's just anticipating. Like if we are to make a high here, eventually you want to see a swing high formation. So with this candle, if this is the swing high we're expecting, I do not want to see make a higher high. So that being said, to the right, we can expect one of these PD arrays to be the one that delivers shorts. So it could be this nice root zone here in the 1 minute chart that should deliver shorts, or this nice up close candle that can deliver shorts. If this is the area that's going to create a swing high. Okay. I'm just going to draw this out here. Let's see if this can deliver shorts. So imagine if I had waited tonight, I got this price before 9:30 opening, right? I will be considering a short here. So this will be delivering. Let's say if we're looking for a 50-point run, right? You got it here. Where's the 50-point run? Just to run back from here to there. That's all you need every day. From here all the way down here. One contract, that's $1,000. All right, with one mini. Let's see if we can get that run below here on Nasdaq. Mm-hmm. So this is on a 5-minute chart, guys. Mm-hmm. I really like this area as a short. You can really add one more contract just for the fun of it. Let's add two more contracts just for fun. All right. I think this is a nice little C4 right here. I like this up close scanner here. See if we can snatch some bags with the bag snatcher today. Or if our bags get snatched. There's a lot of bag snatching. All right, so just add it to this position. Ideally, I don't want to see. I don't even see his highs get ran here. It's pushing. Oh my goodness, what a push, guys! Wow. Was there news or something? What was that about? Did news just come out? That's an explosive move. It's not conducive to what we want to see. Was there news that I missed? It's probably gonna run higher now. This that move. Did I miss a news event? Hmm. I must have missed a news event or something. No, aggressive push. Was there a news event, guys? Am I tripping? That was explosive. There's no news. That was just an aggressive move. Well, again, our risk is still in place. If it keeps going higher, then it goes higher. So what I was expecting on the lower time frame didn't play out. That was an aggressive move. I don't know what that was. What that was. That was crazy. Yeah, so this might just want to push, take out these highs. And then we'll see if it does go to up there, we'll see if it even wants to give us rejection or it's just done. And it's gonna keep going higher. Yeah, I'm not shifting because that aggressive move did catch me off guard, but that's why I have my stop loss where I have it. I still have it in place. So you set for the risk. But I will say that was usually you see a move like that during news. And we don't have any news events. So that was an aggressive push out of nowhere. So let's stick to my bearish assumption. Let's just say, because that's what I'm stick to, because that's why I'm bearish. That move here, boom. Maybe a lot of folks are trying to go short, like I was calling, and they put a stop loss right above here, and just for good measure, just knock them out first, clearing this out, and then it still drops lower. But that was an explosive move higher. Whenever I see knee jerk reactions, I've learned to just do nothing. So at this point, I'm gonna do nothing. Those knee jerk reactions tend to entice traders. Again, I could be completely wrong with this position, but I'm just gonna set my risk. I'm really not a fan of how this candle looks like it's shaping out to be. What could really happen, and it might just tap my stop loss. It could. See this high right here? I wouldn't want to see that get ran out. 21,930. So it can do all this dancing around. But here's another level I'm watching too. No, it's a lot on the charts. That's why I don't want to put them on there. But that was explosive move higher without any news. I want to see if this is just a function of taking out those that were short to then still reverse it. But these bears, they're not. They seem to be on holiday right now. Where are the bears, man? Come on. We are waiting. I'm gonna do this. I usually don't move, but I'm just gonna do this just for good measure. It's only 3 points. I'll accept that. I just want it to go above here. Cause if it just tags me out for no reason, I wouldn't be happy and starts rejecting. Well, I could just move up by 3 points. Cool. But this is not good. Typically, the fact that price not rejecting, this is probably gonna run out these highs here. And it could just keep going. If it does, then I'm just wrong completely. And I'll just wait till PM session. Yeah, it's pushing. I'm watching these highs here. I'm gonna run that. Question: do they run it and reject, or they just keep going? Mm-hmm. 30s pushing aggressively. S&P's pushing aggressively. I mean, we could be completely offside for the day. Mm-hmm. Just hit that level. Yeah, this is not good for bears at all. This is a bullish market right now. Bullish things. It is bullish. It is bullish right now. Super bullish. Bullish as hell right now. Mhm. Just took out those highs. Let's see what happens here. But this market is, there's no lower time from entry at all. This is, it needs to reject here. Again, stop has not been hit, but these markets are pushing right now. Pushing. I don't see one bear in sight. One bear. I don't see one. Again, there's two sessions to trade. So we trade the AM session and the PM session. So we get cut off side the AM session, readjust, go into the PM session, do the same thing, right? There's nothing, that's part of the game. Now, I'm not fully convinced. I mean, this is obviously going higher right now. But hey, that's why my stop loss is not hitting my stop loss. I'm still sticking to my trade. I'm not flipping sides right now. We're gonna wait to see how everything plays out. What I'm seeing right now, this is a strong market. And I mean, you look at S&P. S&P might just go for the previous day's highs if it really wants to take off. So markets look strong this morning. S&P's pushing. US 30 just made a higher, finally made a higher high, running out its intraday highs. So Nasdaq looks like it will do another push here. I can see another push taking place on the Nasdaq easily. I expect that stop loss to get tagged. One thing I'll be watching is once it tags my stop loss here, and I'll significantly reduce my position. Again, I might switch to longs. I mean, I still want to go short, but I'm not going to force it. So this is another level that could act as resistance. So we're going to watch to see. I'm here till the top of the hour. So if it hits here and it starts rejecting, I will still consider shorts if it hits that level. But then I'll be entering on a lower time frame. The entry that you guys saw me in was based off a high time frame entry. Typically, My entries are on the 1 minute, 30 second, 15 second chart. If I'm being real, when price started dropping here, my entry would have been, if I came to the market without any position at all, my entry would have been here with stop loss above here, and I'll still had that boom price taking me out. So ideally, I would have liked to have been here short. This move would definitely take me out. All right. So even if I was coming to this market fresh, would already have an entry before 9:30, likely I would have still been tagged. So that being said, the question I'm asking myself: are bears still in play, or is this going to be a bullish market and to run all the way back to these highs right here? All right, remember it hit this daily level here. I told you guys about. So this could be just literally momentum picking up to go all the way up here. Very, very possible. So I'm not a fan though of buying up here because we're above New York opening and above, yeah, we're above midnight opening price. I don't want to buy up there. I like to buy below midnight opening price. So if prices go back below here, that's where I would have been considering buys. But yeah, so I can see price moving to my stop loss here. It could, and reject. If it doesn't, there's something I'll point out to you guys on the charts. If it doesn't take those highs out, if it doesn't hit my stop loss out and drops, there's a technical area that I'll point out, and the reason why I move my stop loss a little higher. Probably hear the calmness in my voice because I already had a good week. So, and the trading is you're gonna take some losses. So you see me take one right, potential to take one right now. And the question is, you have to accept that's part of the game. There's no running away from that, no escaping that. You're not gonna be right 100% of the time. You're gonna have your days where you're just completely off. So far the week has been good. The con markets to the T. So my expectation is not now where I could have done better is not increased risk. 'Cause usually I trade 10 contracts, right? And once I hit a certain threshold per week, drop it to 5. I didn't follow that protocol here on this specific account. So that's the only thing I'll say. It's like giving back just a little bit more than I prefer to give back off of this week. That's if I even get knocked out on this trade. My risk should have been 5 contracts. That was it. I should not have been here with 12. That's my only main lesson. It's like to hit a stop loss. And then once it hits here, the question, does it reject? Or does it keep going still? One tick away from hitting my stop loss. Go ahead and do it. That'll be funny if it just rejects and never hits stop loss. Come on, Nasdaq, do me a favor. Don't hit the stop loss. Pull back. Pull back. Don't hit it. I'm trying to take a loss this week, man. Been perfect. Don't hit that stop loss, man. Just run away. Don't try to snatch my bag. I did a back snatching. Come on, Nasdaq, just run away. Pull away. People start to pray. Please, Lord. I pray my stop loss doesn't get hit. I promise I'll never over leverage again. Accept the dang risk, man. It's part of the game. I pray I'll never do it again. I'll never over leverage again. I know I said I was going to risk $100 by risking $500. Please. Please, Lord. Know that the market just hit my stop loss. Y'all know that moment when you be praying because you freaking over leveraged. You know, gave back all your profits for the week. Lord, please. I promise. Next time I'm going to learn my lesson. I'm never going to do it again. I promise, Lord. I promise. Hey, maybe my prayer is working, guys. All jokes aside. I think my prayer might just work. It's a tick away from hitting my stop. It didn't hit it. Are we going to get momentum now? Oh, if we get momentum, it's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty. I promise. This is going to be nasty if we get this momentum. Oh, shoot. Oh, here it comes. Here comes Nasdaq. The bulls are saying, we're back. They want to come for that stop. Come on. We don't need you to do all that. Ain't no need. No need, Nasdaq. That's funny. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all been there crying. I've been there before. I've been there. I'm like, yo, Lord, please, man. You start saying, should I even be praying to God about this? I did this myself. Start crying in your heart. You know when your heart is just heavy and you're crying? Knowing that you're about to get liquidated. And then the funny thing is, you're praying and price actually comes back lower. You're okay. You might be down 1,000 like right now. 1,600. Like if it gets back lower to 1,200, I'm gonna close out. It goes to 1,200. Like okay, if it goes to 800, I'm gonna close out. And it's you know, it goes to 800. Like okay, maybe it can get back to break even. Market say you ain't serious. Boom, liquidate your whole position. And then you feel that tears in your heart. You know when your heart be crying. Have those heartfelt tears, heart heavy. Because you just got liquidated. Let's see, guys. I mean, we're getting a little SMT. Can Nasdaq is it gonna respect my stop loss and not hit it? It's only a tick away. But I think it runs it, guys. I like this level for it. For it to start rejecting, I would like to see it maybe hit this level here, which is running through my stop loss, and then see if it wants to give a rejection. But I'm not gonna move my stop loss anymore, so I'm letting it get tagged. At this point, it's ran through like 2 levels that I wanted to see rejection from. It's not giving me that. So as much as like, here's a level where I can see price hitting, then rejecting, and my stop loss is right there. You can say, you just move it a little bit more again. I'm not going to do that. I already moved it one time. So we're not doing none of that. There goes that stop loss tag. It's incoming. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna jump in there. Don't let my stop loss get tagged, please. Skirt. If you want to, what the hell's calling me? I'm getting a phone call. 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry. Important call. Yeah, Marcus just called me and said we are gonna run your liquidity, guys. We are gonna run that. So expect that run to take place on Nasdaq. It's stalling. Yeah, hey, maybe call it luck. It just never hits my stop loss. You know, maybe just never gets hit. Got to reject though. But these levels can act like this new daily opening gap. So it's really here. It's a new day opening gap. This black line. That's why I expect the price to get pulled to. They tend to act as magnets. So that's why I'm like, 9 out of 10 is probably gonna hit the stop. If it doesn't, I'll be surprised. But it's likely to hit it. And the question is, does it still reject? And with that, if it does, I will still enter again, but I'll be entering on a lower time frame basis. If it hits here first and then starts going lower, cool. Again, for blessed, it might just never even run out these highs. Maybe it just stays below my stop. There's a potential tide shifting going on, but we need to see momentum. Like if this is to drop, we need some. The same way they did that knee jerk reaction higher, we need to see that go lower, like a nice little aggressive push lower. We need to see some momentum from these bears. They're just asleep right now. Live trading Nasdaq. Here goes that push. They should get that push higher. Mhm. There goes that tag. This should be the tag on the stop loss here. There we go. All right. So now we have the position. Question: how high can it go? Hmm? Monday, Tuesday. Again, when the is going higher, I cannot buy above opening price. So again, it's go all the way back here. Could run that. For some reason, I still like these lows. Oh no, still like them. I still like these lows. I'm just watching here, see if this actually offers any resistance, but these markets are strongly bullish. So if we get some type of momentum lower, I'll still look to take that. If we don't get anything, I'll just come back in the PM session. My risk could reduce significantly again. This week's already been a good week for me. Um, we've captured, we need to capture, which is 300 points for the week. That's all. 50 points per session. And with that being said, I just need 3 strong days to give me 300 points. I think as a trader, everyone needs to think about that. How much you want to capture. Don't just have an aimless goal. Because the markets are just like the body of water. It's constantly flowing, constantly moving. You got to pick and choose how much you want to take out the markets and be satisfied with that. So I'm not even. A lot of people be complaining about loss, but this is exactly part of the game, what we signed up for, and the goals I already set have been hit for the week. So there's just extra. The only thing I'll say is my only lesson from this is like I should have only had like 5 contracts on instead of 12. All right, and follow that protocol. This is like a very strong market. Like I don't see this stopping. So what is in play looks like here's the day. This is a day level right here, C4, and we are pushing from there. Took out these lows, previous day lows, and we are pushing. So that's what I see in play right now. Especially if you don't get any rejection here. It's around above this level here. So we'll price deal with that later. They jump into it. Yeah, trades into it here, pushes higher. So ideally, let's just keep going. I'll only be back bearish if it comes back below. It has come back below here and give me something. I can't buy this market anymore. I just can't. Not where price is currently at. Man, I'm sorry, but like on a regular trading hour, it is so much liquidity resting below. I just can't help but to get. Look, I know we've been trading higher, but oh my goodness, it's like let's look at it from regular trading hour perspective. In fact, just even electronic, this is a lot. You don't have to always run it; you can come back for it later. So if we just keep going higher, just know this level here eventually is going to get tagged. But let's look at it from a regular trading hour for a second. There is so much liquidity here. It's not even funny. I would want to see them run this lower still. Like I would still want to see that run lower. Again, so far the market's proven that I'm offside right now, but all of this right here, man, I just want to see that ran lower. Like trying to trade in hours, yeah. Mm-hmm. Trying to see. I mean, it should just keep going. At this point, if it's bullish, which it seems like it is, it's just keep going. It's already made a nice 9:30 or 9:30 open. 9:30 open here. Crashing higher, jump lower, and just push. Push. Create a low, push. I mean, it can do whatever it likes at this point. I don't know what it wants to do. Still watching here to see if it rejects here, but if it gives me something to execute on, I will. For shorts, I still think we can get that, but it has to offer it. We haven't seen the Bears. The Bears have not stepped up at all. They've been quiet. It's been a bull party. It's been a bull party. At this point, I'm just trying to see, make sense of this. If really gonna make all the way back up here, it's very possible. On a higher time frame, this is overall bullish market. Overall, draw fib, lows to highs, 50%. We have this level to contend with. This is the last straw. Last straw for bears. So if this holds, then cool. So regular trading hours. Now regular trading hours, this is still here. So yeah. At this moment, I can't just say short, but I will not be buying. I really want to see these lows get ran out. And all of this crap. So we're gonna do this right here. Just watch it. I'm just observing. My button's being pressed here. All right, trade outside of here. This is done data. Trade outside here. Come back in there. These highs could get tagged. So this is the last straw. Yeah, I'm not pressing any button. So I was very wrong on the shorts. Or I took a loss on the shorts. Now we're just watching. I cannot buy. If I was wanted to be a buyer, you want to be buying below opening prices. Either 9:30 opening price, midnight opening price. We are above both. So there's nothing I can do. Even if I want to be a buyer, it's not ideal to buy here. Now I just have to observe price. This looks like it has been a strong market today. It's pushing higher after hitting this daily level. Nice push. Never looks back. 5-minute perspective. Again. Let us run here. Let me see if this even reciprocated. Let me see. It's actually a nice SMT here. One-way street. One-way street. What's ESM doing? S&P 500. Seeing some rejection now. See? The bear's gonna wake up. They're on vacation. These bears must be hibernating. They're for sure hibernating. Let's see. Uh-huh. I'm not seeing anything that's enticing. I want to stay. I got 5 more minutes with you guys, and I gotta get up out of here. Nothing enticing. We had a one-way street with the Bulls. That was that. Stop loss hit. I'm still keeping in mind PM session as a potential short opportunity as long as we stay below this orange shaded area. Like once we trade above that, then I'll give up on my ideas of the market dropping lower. Um, for the meantime, my mind is just on that. I know the market has been strongly pushing higher, but it's on that because I cannot buy above opening price. You don't want to be buying above opening price. You want to be buying below. We're so far from opening price, I can't even execute on that. So my focus is still, can I find a nice short? And it either gives that or just keeps on tracking higher and higher and higher. And that's that. I'm not going to force a short. You guys saw I only took one trade. In fact, before the session, I was ready to trade. That was that. I'm not constant. As much as I'm saying I want a short, I'm not pressing buttons. I'm just watching. You might be thinking, that, well, it's going up. I'm supposed to buy the damn market. I don't care. Like, already had a good week. And I'm not pressing too many buttons. That's the difference. A lot of folks, as much as they want to see, I want to see you go short, you know, they will still be shot short every single area possible. I got to get confirmation. My initial short today was based off high time frame 1 hour level. That didn't play out. I usually like to go with time frame confirmations. That's what I usually like to see. So we had one that popped up, which was down here for a lower time frame. I saw a nice little SMT price ran lower, broke structure. I got it. That's why I had a position right here, and that failed and just kept going. So that was on the lower time frame level that I would have been short on, and I would still got tagged. So the approach I took today, whether it was a 1 hour chart or one lower time frame, they both would have given me an L today. Now the question is again, does this area that we're in right now, does this then deliver the shorts? Or we just keep on making our way higher and higher and higher and higher? I'm not a fan of all the liquidity that's resting below. I'm not a fan of that. I would love to see that get tagged. Can the market deliver that? Still possible. But I can't, I can't force his hand, obviously. If it never delivers these lows here, then we might see, it's going to eventually come back to it. Maybe next week. But I just seen too much liquidity resting below, and my mind goes, we need to wipe that out. That's how I always think. It's so obvious, like double bottom right here. I like to see price run that out. When price start going higher, this would have been nice entry to take out these double tops right here. So wherever you see smooth edges on the markets, you want to target it. These are clean highs. So that's why I knew when price started doing all this, came back down, I was looking like this is probably gonna get tagged here. And we finally got that tag of those highs. So now if it does try to start coming down aggressively, understand we have these smooth lows here. We have a nice low here, nice low here. We want to target lows if we start breaking down. So that's that. That being said, I think it's the top of the hour. It'd be so funny if they deliver these shorts when I'm out. Best believe if I see something nice, I'm gonna take a short and record the screen. But yeah, so we'll see if the market has any momentum because these bears look like they're hibernating. We'll see if we got any momentum still lower. Again, look at the regular trading hours. From a 15-minute perspective, I still see this as a nice level. And I won't be surprised if we do this. We don't have to.
We could easily just keep going higher and higher and higher, take out these highs and these highs. If we close above here, outside here, then I'll be fully sold on price is going higher. I might not even go there today, but going into tomorrow or the PM session, like if price is to go drop below 13 o'clock, like if it's to drop below 1 p.m. New York time opening price, right? Gives me some type of retracement, I can take a little buy. If once we close outside here. So I'm watching this level. This is my last bearish level. Gets to outside this, these highs are going to be tagged. And ultimately, 22,094, 22,300. All right. So until next time, Colossal Trader is out, man.